Yo, what's up, dudes? So if you've been on my Facebook page, you know I have this old Guitar Trader PDF. I think I've posted a clip from this on there at one point, but I thought I would do a quick video on it just to show you what the prices were for used and vintage instruments back in May of 1982. So Guitar Trader was a company out of Red Bank, New Jersey, and they were pretty interesting. They had all kinds of, vintage instruments, and what happened was in the early 80s when I started playing guitar, a little bit more seriously, I would obsess in Guitar Player magazine's classified section in the back, and I would just send, right away if it was a free catalog, if they wanted like $1 or $2 for catalog, I'd send them a buck or two, literally cash, right in the mail. I didn't care, and I would get on these lists, these mailing lists, and Guitar Trader was one of the lists I was on, and I happened to find my old Guitar Trader. These weren't originally in color. They sort of looked like this. They were sort of, these computer printed flyers that would come out and printed in black and white. So I made a black and white PDF of it to bring out the black against the white a little stronger so we could read it a little better. And this is the May 1982. So I thought what we could do is we could just take a look at the Gibson solid bodies, and we can all lament about what they cost back in 1982. So the first thing I noticed is that they have this promotion for free airfare when you buy an original 1959 Les Paul Standard. We have the best selection of the countries of original Sunburst Les Pauls. We make this unique offer. Fly to our showroom. You'll be picked up at the airport by corporate limo. You check out our stock of 59 Les Pauls. You make your selection, and we'll deduct the cost of your air ticket from the purchase price. Of course, restrictions apply. Probably no first class, valid, no private jet or anything like that. Valid in the 48 states only. Call for details. Expires May 31st, 1982. This is the May 82 catalog. And you say, well, sure, they're going to fly you for free airfare because that guitar is going to cost, $100,000. But it actually, they have it right here. There's the 59 Les Paul Standard. Stock number 01, I think this one, 010914. Les Paul Standard 1959. Original cherry sunburst finish. Two-piece top of book-matched tiger striped curly maple. Good color. Original PAF pickups. Stop tailpiece. Very good. $7,500. So you can tell this is before the big ratcheting up of vintage instruments in the 80s, right? There was a big run in the 80s, and this is pre that big explosion. So, you could get a 59 Les Paul in pretty good shape for all original for $7,500. If we calculate that today, that's probably around triple. It's like right around maybe $21,000 to get that from 1982 to present. Just go to some online calculator and say, I want to know what was the purchasing power of $7,500 in 1982 in today's 2014 dollars, and it would probably say around triple that roughly. But a real 59 Les Paul in that shape is probably $200,000. So I'd say the market is outstripped inflation, to say the least. But we can take a look at a few of these. You got your Gibson solid bodies, the 55 Standard, all rare, all gold model. Gold front, back, sides, and neck. Condition is extremely fine, except for some very minor belt marks in the back. Original stop tailpiece bridge. Original hard case, very good. $1,750. A 56 gold top, excellent with P90s, $2,500. A 55 Black Beauty for $1,500. I think this is one of my favorites, though. This one here, the 53. Les Paul Standard, 1953. Original gold finish, fully original throughout. Original hard case, excellent. $1,250. That's really good. It's probably my favorite in this list. Though, feel free to look through any of these and let me know if you have one that's sticking out to you. Feel free to pause if I don't go over it and take a look at the different listings here. Les Paul Custom, I'm just going by price here. Les Paul Custom 55 original Black Beauty with a couple of single coil pickups, ebony fingerboard, original fretless Wonder, Grover Rotomatics, $12.50. And there was one down here. This is another one I really liked. The 54, again a gold top, fully original, P90s, original hard shell case, excellent condition, $17.50. And then of course we have the 61 standard. I think by the time they get to the 61, it looks like an SG, right? Or is that 62? No, I think it's 61, because here's another 61 Les Paul SG style, original PAF pickups with the Lonnie Mac vibrato. And the same here, Lonnie Mac vibrato. So 1100 or 1250 will get you the original Les Paul standard from 61. And again, these aren't reissues. These are them. Les Paul Special 56, single cutaway, original lime mahogany finish, very good, $8.50. And then we can continue on. We can look at the SG models. The Gibson Sg, early 70s for $3.75, right? Once you get to the SG, you can't give them away. And then, of course, a couple of Firebirds. Firebird 3s, 1964s, and some couple of Firebird 1s, 1966 and 1964. And not a single guitar over $1,000. An original 64 reverse body, rare single pickup model, popularized by Stephen Stills, original sunburst finish banjo tuners, fully original, excellent condition, $900. And then we can take a look at some of the Fenders here too. Fender 1956 original two-tone sunburst finish, maple V-neck, very good condition, $2,500. That's amazing for a 56. And then here's the 65. What's so interesting is that, you know, the Fender American Vintage Series just came out with 3 new models about maybe 18 months ago, 2 years ago. The 56, the 65, and the 59. These are the exact 3 guitars they re-release. So if you went to go, so here's the 65, right? 65 pre-CBS. This is exactly like the one they just re-released. Reissued, if you want to say. Rosewood fingerboard, sunburst finish. It's the L series serial number. It's a small headstock, just like the reissue. It's got a few belt marks on the back, otherwise very clean, fully original, very good. $12.50. Now, if you went to go buy the reissue, I believe it has a $28.50 list. Sells for the minimum advertised price you can put out there is $22.99. And if you're lucky, you'll find one used for, you know, $1,500 to $1,800. But that's the reissue. This is original. This is a real 65 pre-CBS guitar for $12.50. And then, of course, this is probably my favorite in this list, but take a look through and see if you find one that you like better. But this is probably my favorite. It's the 59 original two-tone sunburst finish. First year of production with the slab fingerboard. Rare non-tremolo model. And that was like my old 73 Strat. My 73 Strat, you know, had the grommets in the back like a Tele. And you'd string it through the back just like a Telecaster. Supplied with the original tweed case, appears unplayed. Fully original, near mint. $2,500. And again, that's about maybe $7,500 in today's money. But if someone said, I'll sell you a 59 in this condition today for $7,500, you'd jump all over it. You'd be selling your car. Must own original 59 Strat. And the other one in here that caught my eye was the 62, because the 62 is such an iconic year. Again, pre-CBS. Original sunburst finish. That's the triple color sunburst, right? By 62, they add the red to the finish. It's no longer two-tone, it's three-tone. It's got the slab fingerboard with the clay dot position markers. Very iconic clay dot position markers tremolo model. It has the original brown hard case, very good, $1,500. I mean, you couldn't buy the reissue for $1,500. It's insane. Again, they got the 63 with the old spaghetti logo. Again, it's an L series serial number, which is all the rage back then. 1,500. Here's a 58, again, a hardtail, rare non-tremolo model, original sunburst finish, maple neck, $2,375. And we have another 65 pre-CBS, another sunburst, $1,150. And then, of course, by the time you get to like a 75 in black, a telly, a 75 telly, you know, you can't give them away, $400. They even got a Jaguar 65 for $400, the Jazzmaster 65 pre-CBS in Lake Placid blue for $550. That's insane. And 64 Jazzmaster, original candy apple red, original painted headstock. This one has the matching painted headstock. It's got the clay markers, pre-CBS, supplied with the original brown Tolex hard case, $550. So there you have it. These are the vintage prices for 1982. I think of all the stuff on this page, I'm sort of leaning towards this 59 is my favorite. Though I gotta say this 62 is kind of talking to me too. If this 62 was in like red or Lake Placid blue, like candy apple red or Lake Placid blue, I'd be having an aneurysm over here. I mean, that's unbelievable for $1,500. And then, of course, some of these Les Pauls. I mean, again, a 59 Les Paul for $7,500. Pretty crazy. And they'll pay for you to fly in. So take a look through. If you see one that you like, just give a shout out down in the comments. And we can all commiserate about how cheap vintage guitars used to be. Because if you think about it, you know, when you get here and it's a, you know, it's a 59 Les Paul. This is 1982. That's only 20, right? 59 to 79 is 20 years. That's 23 years old. So that would be like going back from today to like 1991. Which doesn't sound that long ago, but apparently it's the same distance. That's what happens when you get old. All right, guys. And, you know, at some point we can come back. We'll take a look at the new guitars. Those are just as depressing as the used. But that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, rock on.